Top of the fourth from Patriot Park, game 2 of this doubleheader with University of Mary. The Loper softball team as Villaneda sends a high fly ball into right field. Chasing after it, it's going to get down fair. Dembowski wasn't able to get there. In at second is Villaneda, and what a start to the top of the fourth for Mary.
That wind blowing from left to right across the outfield continues to be a problem. Dembowski thought she had a beat on her, but at the last second the wind caught it and drew it just into the corner in fair territory.
Again, these teams are having to adjust kind of midday, as we are going to have a pinch runner here as Janine Warney will go and take over at second base. Warney did that in game 1 as well.
That hit was similar to the home run that we saw earlier, too. It looked like it was just going to carry out of here, but It just got down.
So Warney's at second, taking the place of Villaneda. Here's Jariah Diaz, who had a single and scored in her first appearance off the home run. She lays down a bunt. It's a beauty. At third base, Molina throws over to first, covering his Fordick. She makes the play. Advancing to third is Warney, and now one gone.
Now batting with Marauders, number 9, the catcher, Emily Schomer.
So now here's Schomer, and this is a dangerous hitter, we learned in her last plate appearance. 2-run home run to score both her and Diaz. And now she steps up again. She shows bunt, backs off. First pitch from Jansen. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike.
It's been fun to see the different approach in the circle between game 1 and game 2. Game 1, heavy, just fastball, pretty much all gas. It felt like the entire time. But in this game, you got 2 pitchers with pretty good breaking balls that they like to mix in. That's been fun to watch.
0-1 from Jansen. Fires one in. That one is poked to short. Waddles on it. She's going to go home. Tag is going to be there. Beautiful job from Sims to tag Warney out, and the run does not come across to score. Schomer will reach on the fielder's choice. And now 2 gone here in the fourth.
All Mary needed to do was give that slight glance like she was going to throw to first, and that sent the runner from third. Does a great job. It was a great throw. Madison Sims able to get the tag down. There's the runner was trying to, I guess you can say the tag up because she got it on the runner trying to go over the top of her.
Pitch gets behind Sims. Advancing to second is Schomer off the pass ball. But yeah, you mentioned it. Warney trying to kind of hop over Sims. It looked like in you wouldn't know because you didn't see the movie, but in Major League 2 when Milliweight, he tries to jump over the catcher and is able to because he thought he was just going to lower his shoulder. Willie Mays Hayes, tried to jump over Jack Parkman, and Parkman was going to lower his shoulder, and he just hopped over him. Didn't work this time.
You said Wild Thing 2?
No, Major League 2.
Oh, Major League 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that.
You haven't even seen the first one. 2-0. Allen misses upstairs. It's now 3-0 on Kelsey Michelle.
Wasn't the second one like a crappy straight to DVD?
The only reason people don't like it is because they based the movie at Orioles Park because Cleveland's Park wasn't able to be used that summer. I personally like the movie, though. 3-0 is in there for a strike. For such a baseball fan, though, you need to see more baseball movies.
See, though, do you have good taste and everyone else has bad taste, or do you have bad taste and everyone else has good taste?
Well, everybody else likes Major League 1, and I like Major League 1 as well. So, I don't know. Take it how you will. 3-1 breaking ball is in there for strike 2. It's 3-2 on Michelle.
I think as long as you don't say you like the second one more than the first one.
First one's definitely better. First one is definitely better. I think the second one gets a little bit too much hate. Full count here for Madeline Jansen to Michelle. That one is poked right to Jansen, gloves it, throws it over to first, and it's in time. And that is the end of the inning. Well, the Lopers escape. They no runs on 1 hit, no error, and 1 left on base here in the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. 2 up for the Lopers. It's Cordes Sims and Molina. After 3.5, 2-1 our score here on KLPR. Welcome you back to Patriot Park. Bottom of the fourth, 2-1. Mary leading the Lopers. Kelsey Cordes to lead things off, but a huge play with 1 out. Coming home was Warney, and Mary Waddle threw home and got a tag from Sims to keep a run from scoring. It could very well be a 2-run game right now, but that play changed the trajectory of this one. His first pitch from Hannah Chambers misses upstairs to Kelsey Cordes. It's ball 1. as we open up the bottom of the fourth. So far, Lopers with 2 hits, 4 hits for Mary. Lopers have committed 1 error. The 1-0. 1-0. Cordes sends and through into left field off the grounder. Retuda couldn't get it at third as she dove for it. And once again, for the 4th straight inning, the Lopers have the leadoff runner on.
Productive day for Kelsey Cordes. It's not going to look like she did much because the at-bats keep disappearing for her. That's her second knock of the day. But she got hit by a pitch, walked, had a hit in game 1, and she continues to be, as John Willis would say, an on-base machine for the Lopers.
As now we will see a mound visit here for you, Mary. Out comes Coach Schmeckpepper. Both softball coaches today doing a very nice job of going out there and using your mound visits correctly and actually having a conversation with your players, unlike Ed Service from Creighton yesterday.
It's just not going to die. Huh?
It won't. I was so upset about it.
This has become Ed Service.
4
hours of pure Ed Service hatred from the booth.
No, I am a big Ed guy. I do like Ed Service. I just thought it was very funny to see him go up and just clap twice and head back to the dugout. I've just never seen it before. It was wild to see a mound visit be used like that.
I mean, it was definitely. You told me you did clarify batters. Good for
There were pitchers warming up.
Bullpen was warm.
So he might have just been trying to take some time. Madison Sims looks at a first pitch, and then taking off for second was Cordes, and then the throw from Schomer hit the pitcher in Chambers, and so they're going to make sure she's all right as Cordes has a stolen base.
She's just shaking out the left arm like, what are we doing?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
I mean, that's a scary play.
No kidding. And so they're going to all convene and make sure that Hannah Chambers is okay. Again, Schomer got up to throw one down to second and just hit Chambers.
I mean, how horrible do you have to feel?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, pitchers do usually, they take off for the steal. Pitchers duck down. I think she will be ducking down from that.
Yeah. She'll make sure she gets down quick.
That's what your parents would call a life lesson.
Yeah. There you go, Trayton. 1-0 to Madison Sims with Cordes now at second after her stolen base. The 1-0. Shows bunt, lays it down. It's a beauty. Chambers fields it, throws it over to first. Covering is Janelle from second. Gets the out. Advancing to third is Cordes. And one gone here in the 4th.
I love bunts.
Yeah. Anything else to add?
I mean, Coach Miller, took over the offense this year for the Lopers. A lot more small ball than play for them with the speed they added in the offseason. So they like to use them. They executed very well in what I've seen so far this season.
You know who wouldn't approve of bunts is Coach Kent Murphy. But if they work for us, we're gonna be excited about it. As first pitch. This is inside to Jocelyn Molina. Do you know who that is?
I do know who that is.
Okay. I'm glad. I want to make sure you understood that right.
And, I want to make it clear. As long as the bunt is mixed in with some power, I don't want to see a team with singles and stolen bases.
I like it. It's a good mixture. And that's what they talked about in this season. That's in for a strike, is they wanted to steal bases, but they also thought that they had a good element of power this year. And so they want to mix it all together to make a very versatile offense. And that's what Coach Ackerman would like to do. Breaking ball's in there for a strike from Chambers, and they've done a good job of that so far this season.
Yeah, in preseason, Coach said, I asked her, I was like, lose a lot of power. She was like, I don't think we lost power. I just don't think you've seen our power.
Yep. 1-2. That one is lined into right field and down for a base hit. Cordes scores from third. Jocelyn Molina with an RBI single, and we're tied at 2.
She gets a walk. She gets a knock. Her streak has ended.
Now back to Lopers. The right
There's an RBI.
Carly Dembowski.
As Carly Dembowski will stand in. The left-hander. 2 left-handers in the lineup today. 2.
Yes, we made that. I made my Gracies. 2 different styles. You got Carly, but more of a slap hitter.
Had a sac fly RBI for the first run of the game. She takes one way inside. Look at the production, though, continued at the bottom of the order. Madison Sims at 7 is 1 for 2 with a single. Molina has reached base both times and has an RBI. And Carly Dembowski has the only other RBI in the game for the Lopers with her sac fly. Bottom of the order, continuing to get it done for the Lopers. 1-0 misses upstairs. It's now 2 balls and no strikes on Carly Dembowski.
And I was wrong, by the way. got my right fielders mixed up. Carly Dembowski's not a slap hitter, so 0 for 2 on the day on handedness and batting style.
2-0 misses way outside. It's 3-0. Dembowski, kind of from the area, from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Kind of from the area.
It's close enough.
Hour and a half away, kind of from the area.
She's from the state.
There you go.
Lincoln.
She's from the state of Nebraska.
Yeah. 3-0 from Chambers. On the inside half of the plate is called strike one. It's 3-1 on Dembowski. Molina stands at first after her RBI single to score Kelsey Cordes and tie this game up at 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-1 from Chambers. 3-1 that is ripped on the first base line. What a glove by Villaneda. She flips it over to second to try to get the double play. Won't go. Gets into the outfield. Molina will go all the way to third. So maybe got a little bit too aggressive that time. They do get the one out, but Molina's all the way to third.
I mean, the play was there. If it's a clean throw, it's at least going to be close at second. So I like the play. It's just got to execute the throw a little bit better at first base. And, that's not a throw you ask him to make a whole lot. So when it happens, you just got to be ready for it.
Wind whipping here at Patriot Park. Hope you can hear us. As in stands Mary Waddle. It's top of the order for the Lopers with a runner in scoring position, but 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Waddle sends a high fly ball, shallow right field. That one is going to get down foul down the right field line, and it's 0-1.
And once again, Mary Waddle at the plate with a runner.
Yeah.
Ready to come home.
So Molina gets to third on the E3. Count is 0-1 on Mary Waddle. Go-ahead run standing at third. Here's the 0-1 from Chambers. 0-1. Fastball low and inside. Misses. It's 1-1. With Molina at third. Lopers already 1 run here in the inning. Their first multi-hit inning of the ball game. Here's the 1-1. 1-1 misses low. It's 2 balls and 1 strike on Mary Waddle, who grounded out to short in her last plate appearance. She's also walked and stolen a base in this game. He has reached base a total of 4 times so far this afternoon, including game 1. Here's the 2-1. 2-1, nice breaking balls in there for a strike on the outer half of the plate. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
One of those pitches, it seems like UNK's batters, they see it and then they have to respect it the rest of the way.
2-2 on Waddle. Chambers looks on, fires it 1 in. 2-2 breaking ball, lifted and threw into center field. Molina scores from third, and the Lopers take a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. RBI single for Mary Waddle.
I said you respect it, you keep it in the back of your head, you go right back to it, you almost are just ready for it. So she jumps all over that one, able to drive in the go-ahead run.
Now batting for the Lopers, the center fielder,
Mary Waddle continues to swing a hot bat, gives the Lopers a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 runs have come across here in the inning off of 3 hits. And now it is Eden McNally who stands in, who's also 1 for 2. First pitch to her is in there for a strike. Waddle takes off for second. The throw hits her as she is in for a stolen base, but is in some pain.
She has a smile on her face as she looks to the dugout. I think it caught the inside of her opposite leg, so it hit like the inside of the thigh, which is not a fun place to be hit by a throw with some power behind it.
This has been a weird game in the fact that a lot of players have just gotten hit by the ball.
And none of it has been worth it.
No.
Productive, I should say.
But luckily, everybody's been okay afterwards. As here's the 0-1 to Eden McNally. 0-1, outer half of the plate misses. It's 1-1. Waddle at second after her second stolen base just of the contest. And the Lopers now trying to extend their 1-run lead. Ball and a strike. Pitch from Chambers. 1-1, set foul by McNally, and it's 1-2.
Not a millimeter of movement from third base coach Jason Miller. Want to make that very clear.
Some more alliteration from Trayton
It's not
Harmon.
on purpose.
Not a millimeter of movement. That had to be intentional.
No, that actually wasn't. There's a lot of M measurements.
You're just that good.
Meter, millimeter, micrometer.
Here's the 1-2. 1-2. That one is popped up shallow left center, and it's going to sneak down. Waddle rounds third. She's in to score. The Lopers have now plated 3 here in the fourth and hold a 2-run lead thanks to Eden McNally's RBI single.
I mean, when you get such great production out of the bottom of your lineup to allow you to even be in this position to keep punters on base and bring them home, and then that momentum just kind of carries through the lineup, and the Lopers have just drawn that through this entire inning so far.
Back-to-back 2-out singles as well for the Lopers, so some 2-out hits for UNK as Schomer comes out to talk with Chambers, and assistant coach Jason Miller is now talking with Rylan Nelson about how to approach this at-bat. The Lopers now at 4-2. They've scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the fourth after UMary had gotten off to a 2-run lead thanks to a 2-run home run by Emily Schomer. Now a chance for some more with McNally standing at first. First pitch misses upstairs to Rylan Nelson. It is 1-0.
I just realized I've been squinting like this entire time, and I don't know why. There's no sun over there.
1 ball and no strikes from Chambers. 1-0. That one lifted high in the air into deep right field. Will this one go? It'll go foul. That one almost stayed fair for Nelson, and she almost had her second home run of the day. Instead, it'll be a 1-1 count.
I mean, when she hit her first one, she wasn't trying to pull it into the wind, so she knew she has to go it was the opposite field approach, and she was about 3 feet away from reaching destiny.
Destiny, huh?
It is destiny.
1-1, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Lopers up 4-2. Runner at first is McNally. Here's the 1-1. 1-1, high pop-up on the infield, foul territory, first base side. Villaneda calls for it, and it goes up against the wall. So she will not get to it. It's 1-2.
Villaneda slapped against the chain link fence and pretended to like a cartoon character would like run into a wall and stick their tongue out and slide down. That's what we got out of Villaneda.
1-2 here on Rylan Nelson.
Keeping things light.
Here's the pitch from Chambers. 1-2, misses low and inside. Taking off for second base and getting in there with the stolen bases. McNally, throw from Schomer. It's not in time. Second stolen base of the game for Eden McNally. So now another runner in scoring position for the Lopers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking on his Chambers. Here it comes. 2-2, misses low and inside, and it is now a full count. That one fouled back to the screen. Nelson fouls another one off. So the count will stay full. Lopers with 4 hits here in the inning. Count still full with McNally at second. Had the RBI single to give the Lopers a 2-run lead. Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2. Ground sharply fair down the third baseline. McNally rounds third. She's in to score. Nelson digging for second. The throw not in time. It's an RBI double for Rylan Nelson, and the Lopers continue to add on here in the fourth.
Rylan Nelson continues to be the go-to power hitter for the Lopers. Continues to drive people home. Had a home run in game 1 and now has her 10th extra base hit of the year.
We'll get a pitching change. New pitcher will come in, and it'll be Whitney Carnes. We'll meet the new pitcher right when we come back on 91.1 FM KLPR.